Okay, so our buddy just showed up to cut down the trees. What we're doing today is this strip of woods right here. There's a fence right through there, about 15 feet in. But this strip of woods right here, we are taking out, and we're going to be stripping out the soil as well to put in T-base for our parking pad. This is our buddy's place. He does septic pumping. Yeah, that's all that's happening right now here. We're gonna get it all set up and ready to go.
worst that can happen.
That's two separate trees I just noticed. Trying to show you guys, this branch goes up over and then hangs down and then has kind of perched itself up there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see. It goes up, over, down, then up again.
All right, Matt left. This is all the stuff that I didn't think that was suitable to chip, this like tangled up crap. And then I started yanking a couple stumps, so there is some stumps in there. It's so dry and dusty. I mean, I had a customer the other day complain about his grass I planted a while back, and I'm like, yeah, you're not watering it. And I'm like, you don't have irrigation, so leave me alone. Till you start watering it, I don't want to hear anything. So we're just in the dry season. And look at that. So I gotta load this. I gotta be careful because that little piece of concrete was in this brush when I was lifting the brush over. And now I got that little, I heard it fall. It landed there. That sucks. I'm gonna have to like sand that and buff that out. It's always something, man, you know? We gotta be careful because I don't really want concrete pieces in this brush because I gotta pick through it now, make sure it has none. So I've been picking through it, and these vines, I'm gonna go over the tailgate, then I'm gonna have to trim them because they're like impossible to deal with. I would love to just light this on fire, but we are in downtown Hyannis on Cape Cod. And if I was to light this on fire here, I'd probably end up in jail, because even in the like outskirts of the city, like Hyannis is kind of like the city of Cape Cod, and even on the outskirts of the busy part, you're not allowed to burn. And if you were to burn in a place as populated as this, the cops would definitely show up with the fire department. Okay, so it's the next day. I've taken out a couple loads of brush. Bryson started stripping the undergrowth. We got to go a little bit more, but he was saying, like, problem is you can't see it probably on camera too well. We're trying not to get the fill, but this topsoil is like powder. I might have to find a hose maybe and put some moisture to it. And then there's a couple more things I gotta get off the fence. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna suggest to my buddy that he just takes that chain link fence down and just, I don't know, we'll see. I might just weed whack all of that stuff under there, like all that ivy, and just like spray it with not Roundup. I like to use the Ortho, but I'm gonna have to go along and cut all of that stuff that's growing on the fence. Like, I'll go under the fence and just cut it off, like under, so it dies, but a lot of it is actually grown into the fence. So the only thing to do is just cut it at the bottom of the fence, spray the crap out of it, and hopefully it rots and over time will fall off if they want to keep the fence. I don't know. Then I don't know what we're gonna do about that stump. That one there makes me kind of nervous. Downwind. Good Lord. Might have to shut the cab, put the fan on. There's gotta be a hose on that, or like a spigot. I might have to bring a hose. I mean, it's all in my nose. I still haven't fixed the air conditioning. I haven't had time. I've been fixing airlines on the truck trailer. That reminds me, I gotta call the guy, find out where my valve for the tag trailer was supposed to be in yesterday. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. That fence, I pulled on this a little bit right here. When I pull on it, I can see that chain link fence lift a little. So you guys see that tree right there that's grown into the fence? I don't even Never mind. I got it. I was gonna say I don't know if I could get that, but all right. Let me clean up around this. I'll bring you back when the stump. It's all in my eyelashes. Oh, whatever. I'll bring you back once I start to get the stump moving, because it's in there. I'm gonna have to do some strategical stuff. Maybe wait till he gets back and do some cutting with the loppers. I don't know. Or sink the bucket down behind it and try to cut the roots maybe against the fence. We'll see. You know, if you look at this cap, this thing's been blown off for a while. I was thinking maybe I did this, but after looking at this thing is blown off and sitting down in the brush for probably a few years. You gotta be careful that it doesn't roll back and hit that fence. So I'm not gonna try to knock the dirt off there. I'm gonna try to drag it out. Knock the dirt off out here maybe. Oh God. Maybe we can rip this apart. It's got a lot of dirt. This stump hole's never going to pack. I gotta get some water on it. A friend of mine was messing with my mirror the other day, and I tried to tell him don't touch my mirror. Now I can't see the back of the machine. So there's a few things you just don't do. You don't touch a man's food, you don't touch his woman, and you don't mess with his mirrors. That's never gonna pack. It's like powder. I'm gonna have to bring a hose. I'm gonna have to bring a hose here, I think, like tomorrow or before we start the T-base. Oh. I know it's hot in here, but I got all of the windows and the door closed, and I got Bryson coming back with 200 feet of garden hose, because I got 200 footers. I don't know where on this building the spigot might be in the front, so I told him just get the 200 feet. But I can't go as fast as I want because I'm making too much dust, and I don't want to get shut down, because around here you'll get shut down if you're making too much dust, because anybody that has been through MSHA or OSHA training knows that any kind of soil, when you make dust, gets in the air and people breathe it, you can get silicosis from it. Is that likely going to happen today? No, you're probably not going to get silicosis, but that's the rules. And being that I'm in Massachusetts, in the very populated part of town, I mean, there's all condos right there. That whole building is condos. So if I go too fast and I start slinging big dust clouds, I guarantee you one of the neighbors or people will call the town, and then we will get a cease and desist. I mean, yeah, that's bad. We're gonna soak this, that way we can continue to work. So, and then I'm gonna back the tri-axle after I get rid of this load of brush and stumps, this last load. I'm going to get the tri-axle, because I gotta go right near where the tri-axle is, and then I'm gonna haul all this topsoil, undergrowth, root mat and everything. I'm gonna haul all this out with the tri-axle, but I might have to stop here in a minute because it's really getting bad. I must have hit like an even drier pocket. Like, this is about as fast as I can go without making dust, at least until he gets back here with the hose. But look how slow I'm going. Alright, so Bryson just got back. His friend works next door. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a break, and while he talks to her, I'm going to just soak this as much as I can. People keep driving by honking at us because we're in, we're in a place where, high visibility. So look at this. You can see the powder even under it. Gonna have to like set this up to just spray on that big pile before I load it into the triaxle. While I'm gone, I'll have him spray it. I also need the water to pack that stump hole because powder doesn't pack right, so we need some rain bad. Normally I cone the piles up so they don't absorb water. I'm gonna volcano it, and while I'm gone getting rid of the stumps, I'm gonna have Bryson, I'm gonna tell him put the hose in the center of that and just let it puddle. I can't see it. One? Yeah, I can't see behind the bucket. Can you go look, please? You can take the hose with you, or not. Just leave it there. Don't matter at this point. Get another bite. I gotta get under that guide wire. You're gonna have to watch another fence post. Yeah, I know, buddy. Just gotta keep doing it. It's just one of them things. Can you grab the bolt cutters and cut this cable? We don't cut that extra spare cable that they left. Ah! In the cab. Just switch it to non-aggressive. All right, that works too. If I can pull it out sideways. I gotta be careful though, because those guide wires usually have the cables. They usually have concrete on them. Maybe I can cut the stump. Up taking it out in little pieces, but as long as it comes out, No, cut it shorter. Cut it all the way. Cut it all the way. What? Yeah, right there. I think there's only one strand holding it. There you go.
Wasn't even on.
No? It wasn't even connected? It was just tangled?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's leftover from when they did the work here years ago. Ah, whatever.
Look at it, wasn't even on.
That's cool. Is it buried? You want me to get it out? Just leave it for now. I should have had him bring the gas-powered cutoff saw. I could have just ran it right through there. Dang it. You know, I think we're done with the chainsaw. I don't think we have anything else to cut up here. I think I'm gonna cut that off and then run the thing down there. And then I'll just have to sharpen the chain later. Hose it, Jose. That's it? Yeah? Got it? There we go.
Get a load of this, guys. So, all today has just been getting the piles out of here. Yesterday too. Yeah, the camera SD card filled up yesterday in that corner when we were getting that stump out. Stump came out no problem, but man, if you guys look at this stuff, it barely even absorbs the water. It just beads off. It's not absorbing the water, and it's making so much dust. People are not happy about the dust, obviously, but here, look, I'll show you. Look at.
Hold on, I'll move it with the bucket.
It doesn't even absorb. It's super annoying. All the water does is it pushes a little bit of the dirt down and then it runs off. See, that's not even as bad as it was. It was way worse. I'm sure some of you guys in different parts of the country got it way worse than this, but we never ever have to deal with this. This is a foreign concept to us most of the time. We deal with soil being dusty like this 2 to 3 times a year, I'd say. This is pretty uncommon, but you saw how much dust was there, and that's after we had been soaking it. It was way worse before. All day today, everything has got a thick layer of dust on it. You see it's all dry here now. I'm gonna give the camera to him now.
The last pile, I filled it full of water here and just let it slowly absorb out. So that's what we're gonna do. And then tomorrow we gotta clean the edge of the fence a little bit better, and then I'm gonna start, you know, grading it with the skid steer. I'm gonna bring the skid steer and I'm gonna get this out of here, and then hopefully we can start dropping loads of T-base. But unfortunately, cutting the trees got dragged that way more, so I have to rake a little bit of this. And Bryson's gonna make a nice straight line down here. The line, actually, he painted it out. It goes there. And if I have to rake this a little and seed it, this was just a weed field. Like, no nice grass, just weeds.
So this is the last of it going out. Gonna grade this all off. Man, this stuff is a mess constantly. But, you know, did what we could. Look, even right there, I didn't even see it because the dust coated it. Big pile of water. Didn't even notice. Ready? Like it, ready? Cover it in a little bit of dust. Just looks like dirt. Funny how that works, you know? Yeah, water. Okay, so we got the third load of T-base dropped. I've just been pushing it around. It's been going by really fast. I'm spreading these loads in like, I don't know, 5-6 minutes each. But we're probably gonna do one more. Got lunch.
Working right next door to KFC, so.
Which was a terrible idea because it's awful for you, but
It's definitely not good for you.
No, but it's like 2 o'clock and we haven't eaten and we were starving. Fully loaded at just under 80,000 pounds. I believe it's 77 or 78. Got another load of T-base on there. Recycled concrete asphalt. Compacting it, just rolling back and forth on it. That works pretty good. Yeah, he's literally just compacting it. All right. Who needs a roller when you got this, huh? I hate the way those stripes look, but no worries, because he's dumping that, and then we're gonna be spreading it over again.
Gotta move the hose. We are filling to that string line. I had to dig that out this morning. Back up, it's too much. It's gonna fall out. Stop. Making me nervous. I don't want to dig that no more. Push it over the line. Listen, be careful. I don't want to go over that line. I don't want to have to shovel again. I was trying to tell him, like, just put it like right there and then just push it to the line. Like, dump it. And he's like going up to the line and dumping it and trying to sprinkle it. I'm like, trying to teach him, but can't hear me, so just out here yelling like an idiot. I know somebody like on my Instagram said like, why don't you get a water truck? Time for a water truck. I don't have $100,000 for something I might use one time in the summer. Yeah, you could load the hydroseeder with just water and use the hydroseeder, but guess what I have to load the hydroseeder with? A hose. So why not just sit here with the hose? Because it takes 2.5 to 3 hours to load that hydroseeder with the garden hose. I used to have a place that I could get water from. They don't let us do it no more. So the only place I can go to load that thing full of water is the gravel pits, and the problem with them is I get sediment off the bottom and rocks in the pump. So I'm back to using a garden hose. The only thing I had to hold the string lines is the chalk blocks from the trailer, and it lines right up with the corner of the fence. And then over there, I was cutting all that off the telephone pole, but I can't reach anymore, and we'll let the power company deal with that, but that stuff will all die now and fall down. But the other chalk block has a string line down that edge. However, the customer's really happy with this, because this was just a messy wooded area. It was funny because he was like, it's been like that for 50 years. And I'm like, well, it's been like that longer than 50 years. The business has been here for 50 years, but the woods has been here forever. I still got a bunch there. My plan is to put it right where he's sitting. There is a low spot, but we'll let him get some seat time. He's never really done any parking lot stuff before. He's really good at spreading topsoil and backfilling with fill and stuff.
Alright guys, here's how it's turning out. My voice is a little off. I got a bit of a sore throat, but we redid the edge. Should have used string line the first time, but edge looks perfect. Down and around this pole looks nice. And then let's check out the edge on this side. Wonderful. They were originally going to pave this, but they decided not to because it was a temporary solution anyways. So just threw some more T-base in there, graded it out, made it look nice. I did soak it, that's why you see it's, you know, kind of wet, kind of dry, just because I wanted to make sure that it got compact and nice. And we have not had rain in a while. Boston, actually, they're about 60 miles away from us, as some of you might know, but Boston just had their longest stretch without rain in over 30 years, I believe. It was 3 weeks and 2 days without rain. But yeah, this is how it's looking. This dirt has been the worst to work with. That's not even bad because I soaked this, so this is still drying out, but man, the dirt is just powder, but you know, it looks good.
That's a wrap. I told him let it settle a bit till we get some moisture. There's some big stump holes there. And then
we soaked those though. The stump holes, filled them with water, filled them with more water.
Yeah, him and I are on the same page. I told him, back your trucks. I mean, I rolled my truck over it. I'm not gonna go rent a roller for it. It's if I was paving it tomorrow, I would have to rent a roller and pound the shit out of it. You have to. But if it's gonna sit, he doesn't even think that they're gonna even pave it. He says they think they're just gonna park the trucks on it. So you got turd pumping trucks with 3,500 gallon tanks that are gonna be rolling back and forth on it. So I said, just keep parking on it.
It's not getting paved.
And I said, just keep parking on it, and then if you get any low spots, just let me know. We'll come back, we'll fill them in. It's not the end of the world. So that's it. We're out of here. Catch you on the next one.